All right, happy day, whatever day you're watching this. This was kind of fun. I was driving with my son Aiden this morning, and I was talking about a few things. Number one, it's snowing here. We're in South Dakota, so if you're not from South Dakota and you're my buddy Paul in California, there's a thing called snow. Anyways, super fun. We were driving this morning, and I told Aiden, all right, buddy, now the thing is when we slow down, we got to still slowing down in advance. And I started telling him a story. And this one was called a mistake I learned from. So back when I was first starting to drive, I got a picture of it. I had like a 1986 Cutlass Sierra Oldsmobile Brougham edition. That's right, for all those hot rodders out there. So mom and dad, I thank you so much because that thing had like 0 horsepower. So I'd slam it to the ground and boo, it'd get going. So thank you for that. But once it got going, the thing is, in the snow, I'd have to drive about 13 miles to school. Well, one morning it was snowing. And there's something called anti-lock brakes. Well, I think that thing had like super lock brakes because I hit the brakes, all of a sudden, and what happened is I was telling my son that I slid through an intersection and I ended up, I popped over in the ditch. Luckily, the timing worked, but I remember as I slid through, there were 2 vehicles that went past as I went and slid in the ditch. So what's the whole point of this? We learn from our mistakes. Have you ever had a mistake in life when you're like, whoops, and you feel like a failure or whatever? But the whole principle is you can actually learn from your mistake. I actually learn better from my mistakes sometimes, and I'm okay with that. But sometimes what'll happen is you're going to slide through a stop sign. What do you got to learn? Tell you what, slow down sooner. You're going to have something happen in life where you could go, oh my gosh, I'm a failure or you could take it and flip it, totally learn from it, and maybe even teach some other people. Not as you're just a hypocrite because you did that. No. You can learn from my mistakes. So if you're in the Midwest and it's snowing, slow down. A little public service announcement for you. But the other thing is there an area where you feel like you've slid through a stop sign, metaphorically, where you feel like, oh my gosh, where you just feel beat yourself down? Or can you go, what can I learn from that? And that's the ultimate goal of everything, which ultimately gets you one step closer to your calling in life. Because here's the deal. We're all going to make mistakes. But what can you learn from them? So if this inspires you, if it helps you, I hope it does. That's the whole goal of these as well too. Feel free to like it or share it or whatever. But I thank you so much for answering your calling. But yeah, find that little thing that you need to tweak or improve on. And sometimes your biggest mistakes might be your biggest learning tool, either for yourself or someone else. So hope you have a super blessed day. Take care.